Your original hometown dealer, Saida, Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
There's a possibility of ICE maybe backing out of that. If we lose that contract, we lose that revenue, then we're not going to be able to support the personnel that were hired to augment our personnel for that facility. I don't want to lose that. I don't want to lose people. I don't want to lay people off. Well, I'm planning on getting some other deputies out there on motorcycles, but I'm planning on getting out there as much as I possibly can too, because I miss my two wheels. Homeless individuals are committing crimes. They're going to be out there arresting, investigating, following up. I am looking forward to maybe changing things up a little bit in the administration. The thing is it's always good to get fresh eyes in a position. Little aspect of an investigation, it never hurts to have a new perspective. We regularly use the training center when it comes to our firearms training. We use it regularly for our defensive tactics certifications. We use it all the time when we have academies. So it does get used, and yes, we are going to continue using it. We have recently, I did last week, sign the contract with On Patrol Live. So that will continue for the time being. Lots of people love it, lots of people hate it. I know I went on record several times by saying I wasn't a real fan of it. But you know what? They are paying for the expenses of our participation. Absolutely, I'm going to continue being available to you as best I can. Maybe hard to get a hold of me, but please feel free, reach out.
Sheriff McGill has found out we've got a lot of officers that are at risk of losing their certification. Mental health and the homeless are always issues that they're hot button topics right now, that everybody's looking for answers. Everybody's trying to solve the problem. And they turn to the police and the law enforcement to try and solve them. We either have to be ready to accept that, or we have to come up with alternatives to find somebody else. We have citizens' complaints all the time, and the people, obviously, they're not happy. Trying to work a medium and mediate those types of things with the supervisors, it's just, like you said, de-escalation or mediation is what it takes, and our officers do a very good job at it. It doesn't work all the time. Sometimes it's just the bad old days of having to put hands on people, but for the most part, they do a good job of talking to people and avoiding that. Possibly getting it going back again, but that takes don't take a special staff, but it takes special people in that staff to want to be able to do that, because that's a whole different mindset. That's 100% community outreach, So, but we ran it for a lot of years, and it was a good program. That's, again, just staffing levels, and finding people that want to do it, because talking about the resource officers in community resources or school resource officers, that's a whole special, that's a mindset. They're teachers wearing a cop's uniform, essentially, when they go into the schools.